Welcome to the Feel Better, Be Better show. Today, Kate and Nevada will answer your questions and introduce new topics designed to help feel better and be better. These are raw conversations, but they will make a difference.
All right, Kate, what did we cover today? So we did intimidation, right?
Intimidation. I'm so scared.
No bet. My intimidating presence, how I intimidate everyone.
I know you just bully me around because you're so intimidating.
Bend them to my wheel. Yeah.
Pretty much.
See, we also did practice scrimmages.
Yeah, we talked about our super fun scrimmage on Thursday.
We got into some meal prep, some new products. All kinds of stuff.
Some recipes.
We got silver in too.
Oh yeah, we did get silver in, yeah.
Yeah. Was that thriving holistically?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so moving right along.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy the show. See what happens.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go in here and we're just gonna do like super random topics.
It's gonna be a random week.
Super, yeah. Well, I mean, I think I qualify for random.
Always.
Constantly.
Always.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the fact that we did a not so fair scrimmage this week.
Not so fair because our side was not like super put together or anything, right? That's what you mean, right?
I'm just saying how it kind of backfired on us a little bit. I thought it was a pretty good idea, but it did not turn out well at all.
I thought it was an amazing idea. I thought it'd be just a lot of fun. People would be out there joking around. Our team was keeping it light, so I figured the girls would keep it light. They did not. They were not having it.
I don't know. I felt like something happened there or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, when I originally told them, they seemed like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then when we got there, a couple of them were nervous or acted like, I don't know. And then a couple of them started trash talking a little bit and acting like they were just going to come out there and dominate. And they did not that first inning. And they just went whoop. And,
well, the funny part about it was they got so down, we scored 3 runs. I mean,
I know.
The old people scored 3 runs, parents and, a couple of us players or whatever. Now, of course, I wasn't hitting. I'm not going to hit against you 14 girls. No, thank you.
Well, and I hit like 70% of my ability.
Yes.
I placed the ball. I didn't try to hit the ball hard.
And we had Jackie out.
Yes.
Now, I mean, I don't know if she ever played like fast pitch softball.
She did. She played in high school, yeah.
And I know it'd been a while. And she doesn't, I mean, she's not intense in training or anything like that. So we knew it'd be an interesting thing for her. And
yeah, but no,
she did great.
Her and Gabby and Nicole and I were like, I mean, we're swinging at anything close because we don't want to walk. Yeah. Because, I mean, could all day long. And like I said, I'm not trying to hit a line drive at some girl in the face. So I'm not trying to hit it hard. Like the 2 that I hit in the outfield, I definitely pushed up into the air. Not horrible, but a little bit.
You just wanted to make Cadence run.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't even out there when I hit it out there.
Well, you want to make whoever was out there. Amelia?
Amelia and Lauren.
Yeah.
So I got them too. But yeah, I mean, pushed them out there, pushed them on the ground, and tried not to hit somebody hard and try to give a couple looks of different stuff going on. And shoot, I even turned around and batted right-handed my last 2 at bats. And yeah.
Did some bunting?
Did some bunting. Because I saw Anna sleeping on third base.
No.
I know.
Now, as much as we both thought it would be a lot lighter to be able to get them a game that, didn't have the heavy implications, maybe lighten up and be able to kind of like just have fun with it, which did not happen whatsoever. We came out and looked pretty good at the tournament next night, though.
Yeah, we won our first game. Yeah. And pretty heavy-handedly, and they looked like they were having fun, and they were doing stuff, and they were stringing some hits together and making some plays, and so maybe it worked. Maybe we got all the pregame crap out of the way. Who knows? And who knows? I bet you if we turned around and did this again in the future, it might be a whole different outcome because they kind of know what to expect. I don't know. Maybe it's a lot of not knowing what to expect coming in there and thinking they were just going to come in and just like do awesome, and they just really didn't hit very good the first 2 innings, but then they got some hits off of Gabby after that. And
I still think the thing that absolutely blows my mind is they were scared of Nicole. I mean, Nicole has thrown them front toss, pitching style front toss multiple times, and you do like scrimmage thing, and she's still not throwing it hard. If anything, it might have been less speed because she was back.
Yeah.
And they acted like it was like, oh, don't hit me, I don't want to get hurt type thing. It's like, what?
Yeah. I don't know. I had to break their little hearts, though, because we kept track of our score the first 2 innings, and they kept track of their score the whole 4 innings. And so they're like, oh, well, we only lost by 1 run. And I was like, and they're like, what? And I was like, no. And they're like, what? And I was like, well, I really only kept track the first 2 innings. I don't remember how many runs we scored the last 2. And they're like, what? Are you kidding me? They're so mad. Like, well, you guys were getting all mopey. Like, God. So when you were like, oh, we're going to tie, we might win. I was like, I'm just going to let you have that feeling for a little bit.
Fine. Jeez. Yeah, it was bad. But again, though, I think it might have helped a couple of kids.
I think so too. And I mean, honestly, too, I do think it helped kind of get some crap out of there. Because, I mean, I had to chew them out in the middle of the game, and they started getting a little bit out of it. And then last night before a game, I pretty much had to come out and be like, I mean, Gabby was standing there with me. I was like, first off, we're not perfect because we made mistakes. I caught, for God's sake, and I've never caught before in my entire life. And I dropped a third strike, and I missed a couple balls. Like, it happens. You're just out there trying and doing stuff. And
just so we're sure, that was the entire whole design of that.
Yeah, it was the point, the whole point of it. And we were talking, and Gabby and I were like, well, you guys were only having fun because you were winning. I was like, no, we were having fun before the game even started. And because we were loose, that's probably why we were winning, because we were just having fun with it.
Well, the best part was, I think, it was Jackie in particular. When Gabby struck out, she goes, "Yay, I wasn't the first strikeout." And then maybe it was Nicole was first and Gabby was second. And then when the second strikeout happened, I turned to Jackie and go, "Hey, Jackie, guess what? You weren't the second strikeout either." It's like we're literally having fun with the failures.
Yeah.
And they're thinking we're having fun with the successes.
Yeah, and so I think when Gabby and I really illustrated to them before, because you and Nicole weren't in the huddle when we had this conversation, but when we really illustrated that before we went out on the field, I think the girls kind of saw like, oh, that's why you guys were having fun over there. It's like, yeah, because we like each other and we're having a good time and we're just playing. Like, that's all it is. It's like that whole energy, focusing on the other team and, oh, I just want to beat them. Like, that gets you sometimes. So you have to focus on what you can do and have fun with it and move forward.
Well, I think one of the biggest things is that it's really hard to learn as a player.
Mm-hmm.
Is that whoever you're playing with is kind of trying to be good too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know too many people that are playing that are like, man, I really hope I miss this ground ball, or man, I really hope I overthrow first base. I mean, It's not really what they're out there doing. And it's funny because a lot of the coaches and a lot of the parents and stuff like that, I mean, they'll kind of cheer that way. It'll be like, oh, come on, throw strikes. It's like, that's what she's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or, field it, and like, oh, really? Man, I should make sure I write that down, But the biggest thing that when you see that is you see the person that's trying, how is it going to help them to enforce their error that they made by making it worse? I'm like, hey, way to go, or something like that. More like, hey, no problem, let's get him a second, or give him a third, or next time, next to bat, whatever. Bad swing, next swing, and that's kind of what we're doing over there, being light, kind of going like, hey, you got out. Because I believe you will get a hit the next time. I believe you'll do something the next time.
And I really think they kind of took that eventually with them, because that scrimmage, they were kind of getting on each other a little bit. Yeah. And there were some things that had to be addressed because it's not how you treat your teammates. Well, then last night, I literally saw our first baseman miss a grounder and miss getting the tag out at first. And our pitcher, who could have got really frustrated with it, she took a breath and she turned to her. She's like, "You're fine. Get the next one." And that gave her permission to not be nervous. And the next one that was hit, she got the out. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a very different vibe when you play that way.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of, we've had a lot of people on our teams that we played ball on that have been kind of like, yeah, you guys weren't really good, but you always found a way to win. It's like, it's because of that. Because, I mean, we just are kind of like, you know what, we're going to lose some games. I mean, it's going to happen. I'm going to hit it out. I'm going to make an error. I'm going to have a bad throw. All those are going to happen. But it's just the accumulation of whether or not we're going to win or not.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just keep going to the next one. They're not trying to be bad.
Yep. Yep. I mean, it was probably just your intimidating presence over there that really got them messed up. It probably would have been way worse if you would have gone up to the plate.
It's fun. This is really funny because Gabby and Sebastian were both there too.
Yeah.
Which I'm aware I also have an intimidating presence with them. A little bit. Gabby's
with everybody?
Okay, fine. Why? It doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know, but you have our pest spray guy so scared.
It's funny. Me and him get along great, but he is very nervous around me.
I know. He says when you roll up in your dress clothes and your little headphones on, talking on your Bluetooth with your sunglasses, he's just so intimidating. But then he takes that off and he's just way chiller. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, Joey. So I don't know what that means, but
I've had plenty of people that are like, yeah, when you're in your suit clothes, you're like so intimidating. I'm like, those are like the cheapest clothes you can buy, right? They really are. I mean, getting like the nice button-down shirt and the slack pants or whatever at like J.C. Penney's back in the day or whatever. I mean, they're like $40 for the pants and like $20 for the shirt. You can't find jeans for that, I mean, yeah, you might be able to find some jeans, but not, And then shirts and top. I mean, in particular, you can barely buy a T-shirt for $20.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's just hilarious that people always do that. They're like, "Oh, you're looking all nice in your nice clothes." I'm like, "Yes, in my cheapest clothes. They're literally my cheapest clothes."
Yeah, but you just have that presence in general that you just bring like confidence into the situation that people I think are intimidated by that in general.
Well, I think it's usually the questions that are right to the point too. Like they'll say something, like somebody will be like, I can't play because of like, of a bruised finger or something like that. And I'm like, really? Like, that's what got you down, or something like that. Or I can't get this done because, my computer won't start up or something like that. And like, did you talk to IT? Did you get this done? I mean, it's always like finding ways to solve problems. And I've had people that have done it. They're just like, no, you can just let it not work. And I'm like, why? Why not get the problem solved? I don't get it. Yes, I'm aware of my intimidating presence.
Yeah.
Now, occasionally, I know you've seen me actually use it before, but I still just die laughing. I don't know why I intimidate people so much. You should probably know better than me. You get to sit on the outside.
Oh yeah, I watch it all the time, which cracks me up because I've known you for like 10 years and I don't feel like I've ever been like super intimidated by you. So like I can
Sounds
see
like
it.
A challenge right now.
Do it. Bring it on. No, I mean, you've never done anything in conversation with me. Like, I mean, I'm shy anyway, but I guess it's past tense. I was shy. Before you bring that up.
Shy anymore.
But no, I mean, I never felt uncomfortable around you or like you were like super intimidated.
I get along with most people. That's why I just. I
know, but like I've seen it from the outside and watching you interact with other people. I'm like, ooh, they're intimidated by him. I'm like, okay.
I think it's funny that one time when we were working on Gabby's swing all winter long, switched up some things. She's been hitting amazing, and she had that first big hit in that first game we played, and she was like, "Yeah, there's Nevada with his dad face on, his proud dad face." And I was like, "Nice, like, nice." Literally intimidating Gabby, which is weird because we play on the same team together. Okay.
Her and Aaron, just dad figure. Cracked me up with Jackie's story.
Drew counts as his dad, which is hilarious because he's way more intimidated to me than he is Drew.
It's funny.
I can't believe he actually called him his dad. It was hilarious. It was awesome.
Oh, so funny.
It was hilarious. So we got let's see here. Tried a couple new meatless meal preps this week.
Yeah.
A couple of the next couple of weeks are pretty good.
Yeah. Tried a ramen dish.
Got into a new menu, a new book.
Yeah. No meat athlete that we're trying out, which I don't agree with necessarily the premise of how to eat all your meat meals and stuff like that because it's very much anti-meat, but I do like that there are some meatless options in there. Mm-hmm. Like we tried the ramen recipe, which was really good, but we did add some chicken to it, but would have been good with or without it. Mm-hmm. Soup, the miso soup, I would have liked as a side, not by itself, as a whole meal.
Just wasn't enough substance to it.
There just wasn't.
But I mean, it was good. And then the bowl thing we had before was really good.
The bowl thing was very good. So yeah, we've had a couple good ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah. On top of that, got a new flavor of Element in to try.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you try yours?
Grapefruit, right?
Yeah, grapefruit. Did you try the grapefruit?
I did.
Did you like it?
I did. It was fine. I mean, it's funny because I don't like grapefruit.
Me either. It reminds me of the orange though. Like at first I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So I'm sure it's one that'll be like, oh, now it grows on me and now I'm a fan.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely didn't have a problem with it. It was good. I mean, of course, I'm still trying to figure out which element I don't like. The spicy ones, obviously, because it's not my jam.
The raw, because it tastes like you're drinking salt water straight out of the ocean.
Everybody likes drinking ocean water.
Yeah.
No, I think I've heard more people use that as like an additive to like a sweet drink.
I told you that.
Oh, okay. Fine.
I told you that.
So if we do like chocolate shakes or something like that, that might be a good one in there.
Yeah, you can put them in like protein smoothies or soups. Although I don't know how that's different than just putting salt in at that point, but you know.
Yeah, that would seem to kind of why not just use salt? Of course, you don't get the magnesium, the potassium, and all the other stuff that they have in there.
True.
So I don't know. All right, any other crazy things happen this week?
A lot of crazy things happened this week, but nothing really that I'm like, ooh, let's talk about this.
Hey, you got your catcher videos lined up, so you can get those posted soon.
Let me tell you guys, don't forget to clap if you do videos. If you're doing multiple camera angles and audio.
Multiple audios and camera angles, yeah. Somebody did how long did you guys do? Hour and a half?
40
minutes. 40 minutes of work with different drills, and then you came in and you tried to do the audio, and you're like, I forgot to clap, and I cannot get them to sync up.
Yeah. Luckily, at one of the videos, Haley drops on her knees really abruptly, and so I'm like, hey, look, right there, right when they hit the ground. That's when I'm going to cut the audio. Yep.
Nice.
And so I was able to line it up. It's a little echoey, but it's not bad. So I made it work. I figured it out.
So you have to catch your videos coming soon.
They're up.
Oh, okay.
They are officially on YouTube. They're officially on our coaching course. They're officially out there.
You got anything left on that program? I mean, obviously we're going to tweak.
Yeah, I have a couple team videos, and then we still need to do leadoffs for softball, and then we still need to do pitching, which Abigail and I are going to do next week.
Oh, okay. And then, I mean, obviously we've added a few things into our practices too that we need to get into the practice plans probably.
Yeah.
Just different things we've tried.
Yeah.
So we'll be working on that update.
Yeah.
Got more Holy Cow meat in.
Yeah, I got a lot of meat.
Yeah.
Whole freezer worth.
And then Nathan's going to send us over a nice little recipe for ribs.
Yeah. Try short rib recipe.
Yeah, we'll get to try that out. I didn't realize you'd never had short ribs.
No, I thought I told you that.
Okay.
I've had like baby back ribs.
Have you had long ribs?
Are there long ribs?
I don't know. I just don't know why they call them short ribs.
I don't know either. I was like, I don't think that's a thing, but I don't know.
Maybe somebody can tell us what long ribs are.
Yeah. They're ones that are a little longer than the ones that you have that are short.
Oh, okay. So they're just not short ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's it. I think we got to get out of here. Got to go coach them up.
Got to go coach. Got to go. Hopefully you at least win at least one of these games tonight. Come out of pool play on the top half.
What do you even do with that?
I don't know. We'd be up a higher seed on the bracket. Who knows what could happen?
I'm more used to losing the first game in a double elim and playing all day long.
Right? They don't do that anymore, though. It's pool play and then single elimination every single time. I'm like, that kind of sucks, because where's the whole fun of being in the loser's bracket and have to play 6 games in one day, exhausted, hoping you don't lose?
I think my favorite is you almost always get to a point of double elimination game if you've gone to the loser's bracket early, where you're like, I hope I don't have to miss a game because I'm going to tighten up. Everything's going to be bad.
Back to back.
Just keep me back to backs, because otherwise I'm toast.
Yeah. And then when you're done with those 6, you're like, I don't even know how I play that. I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. Like,
and then everybody has that like brick wall.
Yeah.
Where you just hit a game where you're just like, and everybody's done. Yep. It just doesn't matter. Everything is just toast.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're going to go do that because that sounds like fun.
Yeah. Super late.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Kate and Nevada. Hope you've enjoyed this show and found it useful and empowering. If you have any questions or comments, please contact them at kinetics.com. That's KNETICX.com. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. And please write a review of the show. Kate and Nevada appreciate hearing the feedback, and they welcome your reviews, and your word of mouth will help others learn how to feel better and be better.